So I studied at Keele University, which is in Stoke-on-Trent, and I studied politics between 2011 and 2015. So university was fantastic. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but Keele itself was a great place. It was a massive campus university. But I loved the opportunity to get involved in societies and involved in clubs. So I got involved in politics because of my background. When I was 16, I was made homeless. My family was split up by social services. My mother went to prison for various reasons, and I never knew my father. So through the ages of 16 to 18, I lived by myself and had to manage my life by myself. And I'd love to say it was easy, and despite having my own place was great for parties, it was a struggle. I got involved in politics partly because of what had happened to me and a desire to make a difference. So I joined sixth form and I really struggled to make ends meet. The most important barrier is just the financial one. Whilst I was in sixth form, I was living off job seekers allowance, which was only £50 per week. Trying to manage on that whilst being 16, having never lived by yourself before and having lost the network of people that supported you, I was very, very lucky to get through university. And mental health wise, if I didn't have the support workers at secondary school I went to, the St Ivo, I wouldn't have been able to make a plan of action and sort of work forward through the difficult times. And there were plenty of difficult times. I was often told, because I was on benefits, even at 16, even at 17, people were saying that I shouldn't be in education. I should get out and get a job. I don't deserve to be in education because I'm on benefits and need to make money. So on top of the financial, on top of the mental health, you also have people telling you that you don't deserve even this little amount of money to make ends meet. There were a few people in my secondary school, which without, I don't think I'd have made it to university. First person was my form tutor, who went above and beyond the line of duty to ensure that I had all the help and support necessary. I had a support worker who was based in the St Ivo, who made sure that she saw me whenever I needed to talk through anything, to just put my mind at ease. On the time between going from sixth form to university, one thing I felt lacking was the knowledge of what life was going to be like once I made that jump. When I left, I had left for good. It would have been good if things carried on even slightly after I got to university to make that leap smoother. Although I got the full money from student finance, whenever payment was due, they seemed to never give it to me on time, and I would have to chase them to get it. But on top of that, because I didn't have any parents, I really struggled to fill in the student finance forms. Not that I couldn't write the forms myself, but student finance is based on your parents' income, and they wouldn't believe that I lived alone. To get that sorted, of course, we rang student finance, and there are workers at the university who help to try and overcome that. To anybody, it doesn't make a difference. It's the nicest loan you're ever going to get. I've noticed a minute amount come out of my bank account each month, and nobody should be put off from going through university, no matter what financial hardship they're in, because of the fear of this loan. Don't treat it as any other loan that you're ever going to get in your life. Not having a parents' house to go back to meant I was staying at friends' sofas, which was fine, but then it always put a strain on that relationship with the friends and stuff. So the people who are helping these students get through this stage of their life, the first thing you need to do is listen, but then also realise that a lot of the stuff that they're facing, they're probably not going to want to talk to anyone about. Mental health is a massive, massive issue. If somebody is depressed and someone doesn't believe that they can do this, your life is going to make it so much harder to get them to fill in the forms, to write a CV, to get onto UCAS and to do all that stuff. If other people found themselves in the same or similar situations that I did, the first thing I'll say is, it's not impossible to move through it. It's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult, but it's not impossible. There are still people out there, there are still charity organisations, there are still your educational institutions who want to make it so you have the best chance at life. If I had one piece of advice to give to young people and to people watching this, to people who might be in a similar situation to I, or any sort of situation which is causing them hardship, don't give up. No matter what you've gone through, no matter if you're struggling with your mental health, don't give up. There are people out there who care. They might not be family members, they might not even be friends. They're people out there who want you to achieve and want you to do great things.